recording. Damn, the difference between recording in Descript and recording on Streamlabs is like, Streamlabs a bitch. Anyway, so how do I introduce this video? It feels weird not having a headset on doing the audio. Like, I'll be real, this shit's weird. Um, I was writing down a list of stuff. Firstly, welcome to the Circus Podcast. Hope you guys are having a good day. I'm having a great day, actually. Productive day as well for once in my life on a Saturday. Friday. But I'm having a pretty productive day. Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for joining. If you've joined, that's great. I would say subscribe, but I will earn your subscription at the end of this video. Hopefully, pray tell. Shout out to Tuv for that. At Tuv at the end. Subscription down below. What? I'm losing my mind here today, guys. I'm not scrapping any of this out. This is raw footage you're getting. Not editing none of this shit. This is just raw footage. So yeah, today got a few things to yap about. You're probably going to see half of them in the title. Some of them you won't. But I've listed a few things to talk about today. So, elephant in the room. JJK episode 8 came out yesterday. Beautiful. Honestly, I'm in the majority. I think it's the majority. I hope it is. Of people who are really happy with how Mappa are stylizing. In fact, I wouldn't say majority. I'd say probably 60-40. But and we'll get to that in a second. But I'm pretty happy with how Mappa are stylizing their videos. I think it's pretty good. I think it's got a bit of like realness to it. My brother was saying it feels like a Tarantino movie the way they're doing their establishing shots, and I fuck with it. I fuck with it. Um, so honestly, like the episode, if I were to do a quick rundown, I might start doing reactions and then attaching them to the beginning of this podcast, and then doing a whole podcast so we can like go through the episode. Like this is an essay. This is an English lesson. Lesson? But regardless, episode was basically a rundown of how Higuruma became who he is and who he was as a person before the merger, before he had his ability activated. We'll get more of that in the next episode, obviously, and what his abilities can do. But essentially, he's just a lawyer in the Japanese. Is it called judicial system? I can't get the word right. Someone's gonna be like, "It's this," but so please, like, correct me, right? But he's a lawyer. Japanese system's fucked. Like most systems in most countries, let's be real. Over here is kind of fucked as well. Some guy gets, I think it was, I watched it yesterday. I should really know this, so I'm gonna get slandered. I don't know if he went away for murder. I think it was something like murder anyway. But first trial was he was innocent, not guilty. Second trial, guilty, life imprisonment. Obviously, he's not happy about that. Now, that's a very shit synopsis of the episode. Episode itself is beautiful. I'll be honest, just watch it, man. Why are you here if you haven't watched it? But I kind of wanted to bring it up for another reason, right? The slander that Mappa are getting for them not having this scene at this angle is kind of mad in my opinion. Just a little bit mad. Just a little bit mad. Nothing crazy. But it's just like, do they deserve that kind of slander for it? I don't really think so. I'll be honest, I don't think so. It's now I was giving him a bit of shit for things here and there. So I'll put my hands up. I'm not gonna be a hypocrite about it. But I will. But yeah, I see the madness about it. I'm like, bro, like the episode's beautiful. It's animated like perfectly, in my opinion. It's a 9 out of 10 episode. He ends with a domain expansion. It's beautiful. It looks amazing. Color contrast. I mean, I'm not an animator. I think it looks good. I don't animate. Get off me. But yeah, the hate for them being like, oh my god, Mappa ruined every establishing shot. Now, there has to be a thing said for there are a few shots for last season as well, season 2, especially the one with Gojo, that wasn't done nowhere near as well as it was in the manga. So I'll put my hands up and say that. The Toji one with him coming out the going into the domain wasn't as good as it was in the manga. They did change that up. And so I can see the argument for it because you don't have to love everything Mappa do. Like, I'm not a Mappa glazer. Not a JJK glazer either, even though I fucking love the animes and the manga is fucking amazing. But yeah, I think the slander's kind of unwarranted. I'm not sure if the slander is the reason why the director was dropping off. I don't know if that's just hearsay or that's bullshit. I was seeing a lot of nonsense online talking about, oh, the director left because people were slandering and all this nonsense. So I don't know. I don't know. I'll read up more on it, I guess, right? Homework. Fuck you. But there was something else I written down because I've got notes now. Yeah, I'm not just talking out my ass now, yeah? So, oh, he's just yapping. He's just yapping. My channel, firstly, yeah? Cool. Modular, I'll leave that to last because I've got some opinions on that. You guys are gonna flame me for that, so relax. I am not dropping any of this out. This is why I write stuff down. I've got memory of a fucking goldfish nowadays. One thing I want to ask you guys, right? List of anime to recommend. So lately I've been busy, right? I wanna watch some anime and I want you guys to like throw some recommendations to me. I know there's a few things out. There's Send Us to Become a Hero or something. There's the new Fate Stay, the Fate anime that's come out. Fate something and the other. They've always got like convoluted names. Bleach is coming out soon. I think there was a My Hero spin-off. I don't know if that's out or if AI is fucking with me. But yeah, give me some recommendations or some things you want me to talk about or anime I might have already watched that you want me to do a little review on. Because I'm just trying to see how this channel's gonna go, you know. I'm gonna find my way with you. Anyway, what else did I wanna yap about? Apology. After the Sendai Colony episodes get animated, I want formal apologies in the comments to Yuta Okotsu. I'm looking at you, Philip Baxter. I want formal apology to Yuta Okotsu in writing with your signature, with your, what's it called, NI number and your social security number. That's for you Americans, if there are any Americans watching, yeah? I can't deal with a Yuta slander. Megami slander, hands up. Hey, listen, man's a clown, I can't lie to you. But Yuta slander, yeah, you guys are forcing it, bro. Get off my neck. Or I want a full apology, and I want 100 lines from y'all. Anyway, cool. On to the next one. You guys aren't ready for Sendai Colony. I'll be real. Personal list of the top 10 strongest characters. And now I haven't got yappers in my ears. Yeah. No hate. Then start TJ King. I'm gonna do a list right now of my opinion of the 10 strongest characters in JJK. It's my list. I'm not wrong. No, I can't be wrong. I'm not wrong. Anyway, I wanted to rage bait heavy for this list, but hear me. Okay, cool. Number 1, Sukuna. Can't put Gojo there. He got dissected by my man. As much as it hurts my soul seeing Gojo get? We're not even going to mention it. So Sukuna's first because obvious reasons. Gojo's second because obvious reasons. Third is a question. Now, I was debating back and forth with myself. Who would I put third? Third on a list of the top 10 strongest characters in JJK. Is it mad if I put Kenjaku there? Is anyone gonna throw hands or throw a brick at me if I put Kenjaku there? And I put Yuta just under him? And I put Kashimo as fifth? Because I'll be honest, I can see a world where Kenjaku etches out a fight against Yuta just because he's a fucking genius. And because his domain's fucking open. There's that. I don't know. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna put Kenjaku. I'm saying this is my list and I haven't made the list. Like, come on. But I need to yap. So So you know what? Yeah, I'll put Sukuna. I almost said Gojo. Oh, Sukuna, Gojo, Kenjaku. Kenjaku and Yuta might be interchangeable. Fight me in the comments. Fight me in the comments. Kenjaku, Yuta, Kashimo. Everyone under there is where it gets dicey. That's where it gets dicey. Because now we've got Maki and Yuki. Now, Maki and Yuki is an interesting one. Because I think Maki would beat Hikari. Sumi. I think Maki beats Hikari. I'm not gonna add Toji to this list because Maki and Toji are equal. You hear that, JJK fans? Maki and Toji are equal. Oh my god. Oh my god. A woman. Yes, she's equal to Toji. A fighter equal to Toji. Read your manga. Fuck. But yeah. Anyway, just blacked out there for a second. But I might put Maki at number 6. I'm thinking, what can Yuki do to her? Domain won't work on her, so that's already a big problem. Domain won't work on her. Yuki's the only person, well, not the only person, but Yuki is aware that a domain wouldn't work on her because she's very aware of heavily restricted users. In terms of strength, though, that's my problem. Like, what level of power do Yuki's punches have versus Maki's punches? Because Yuki's a special grade, so as much as like cool, she died, bro. She's a fucking special grade, right? So would she be able to handle Yuki? The issue is we haven't seen enough. Well, obviously we saw Yuki fight Kenjaku, right? But she fought a man with an open domain, and it was mostly hand-to-hand combat, which Maki is one of the best at. Let's be honest, because that's all she could do. So it was mostly a hand-to-hand combat. And if I had to put money on it, I might put money on Yuki. She's got RCT. So whereas Maki can heal because her body's like 1,000 times stronger than a human's body, so her body heals in like seconds or minutes. Yuki can heal immediately. I think my problem comes there, where it's like Yuki has Garuda, her little Shikigami. Shinigami? Did I say Shikigami? Okay, cool. But so I feel like she might edge out or win. The gravity ability or the black hole ability, can she actively use that like a maximum ability but not destroy things? Probably, because there'd be no point in the ability. So I feel like if all else fails, she could pull out the black hole. But since the black hole feeds off her curse energy, I'm assuming that once she runs out of curse energy, it dies. That's what I'm assuming. Obviously, I haven't been told that, but I'm assuming that. So if that's the case, and you're fighting her, you just need to get a distance on her, then throw a black hole at her head, and then she dead, right? So I put Yuki at 6, even though I'm gonna get hate for that. Fight me. Um, I'll put Maki at 7. I'll put Akari at, where the fuck did I put Kashimo? Lord, let me put let me go again. Let me go again. We got Sakuna. Okay, cool. We've got Gojo, yeah? We've got Kenjaku, Yuta, then Kashimo. Kashimo fans, the 3 of you that are alive, shut your mouth. Then we got Kashimo. Then we got, I'm probably not gonna say 10, I don't care. Kashimo, Yuki. Do I feel like Kashimo would beat Yuki? In his upper form, probably. So we got Yuki. Do I put Yuji end of JJK, not modulo? Do I put Yuji, sorry, above Hakari? That's my question. Yes, is my answer. Yeah, I think I put him above Hakari. Actively use RCT. Um, domain expansion, cleave, cleave and dismantle, blood piercing. Bro, get off him, bro. I'm sorry. Yuji's going there. Hakari's below Yuji. And I think that's 7. So there's 3 more, right? Is that 7? Is that 7? I'm not counting. Um, this is top 10 in the verse, right? Jujutsu sorcerers. Let me think. I feel like I'm forgetting someone, like a grade 1, like a hyper strong grade 1. Where would Nanami and Naoya? I think Naoya is stronger than Nanami. Get off me, bro. Like I don't want to hear it. Uh, I don't think it's close either. I don't think it's close. Naoya, Nanami. I'm not putting any curses there in this list because if it was, I'd put Jogo somewhere in the list. Naoya, Nanami, and Kusakabe. Yeah. Now I'm going over in my head before I get slandered. Would I put Miguel over Nanami and Kusakabe? Because Gojo said in a sprint, physically, without infinity, he's stronger than me because of his physical stats. So, yeah, but he's not in the story enough for me to care like that. So, no, you get exiled, bro. Stay in Africa, bro. No hate. Um, I wish he did more in the story though, because he came and started dancing and started doing moonwalks and then cut. So that kind of sucked. Higuruma. Oh, Higuruma would go over in an army, no? Yeah. Higuruma would go over. Ooh, where would Higuruma be? 9? What I put at 9? Yeah, I think I put Higuruma. No, I put him at 8. So I got Yuji, Hikari, and I got Higuruma. Ooh, would you? Hikari over Higuruma. Does that make sense? I think it does, kind of. In terms of AP, no, but imagine Hikari's done a lot of shit, so Higuruma puts him in a domain. Confiscation, curse technique gone. He's not punch kicking his way out of the executioner sword, I can't lie to you. but he does have the fastest domain, right? I think Akari etches him out. He etches him out just by just stat padding and the fact that he can just bust that domain out in like immediately. So Akari, Higuruma, and then Kusakabe. He's the strongest grade one. Didn't Nanami say that, right? I swear they recommended him that he was the strongest grade one. So cool. There you go. Get off me. Or Naoya, and then no. Well, get off me. Cool. That's my list. You got a problem with it? Scrap with me, bro. I'll send you my address. Relax, I won't. I'm not a scrapper. I'm just trying to have a good time. Get off me. Okay, cool. Next topic, cats and dogs. Hmm. Oh no. No, next topic. Whoa. Next topic. I'm gonna read this bar for bar on my screen. Shush. Should anime studios copy the manga's vision beat for beat, or should they have creative license to change things around? Number one, please let me know your opinion. Write it down in the comments because I'm debating whether or not this is a thing that should bother someone too much. Because, okay, I will say this, right? When I've read a manga that's decently written and drawn, and they kind of like carbon copy, like they have the panels there, it it does something to my chest. Like it's nice. I think it's nice in my opinion. Um, it does take things away here and there when they don't. For instance, the scene in the first episode where Yuji's fighting Yuta. Second episode, I think. He's fighting Yuta, and essentially Yuji's supposed to throw the car at Yuta, then Yuta punches it back or throws it back, whatever he does. And then he says, I don't look like the power type. They completely skipped over that scene because the way they did it in the manga was so nice. Oh my days. Yuji sees the car, he jumps almost over the car and then grabs it inside of where the window is, pulls the car over, punches it at Yuta. Yuta flies back on the underneath of the car like this. Yuji's running like I've got away, kind of. And then the car just kind of goes over Yuji's head. Like the way he storyboarded that fight, I'm sorry, Gege done it better. But that being said, I think it was done nicely. Should they have creative license? I think they should. But it's such a weird gray area. I feel like they should still honor the manga by. You can have all the panels in a manga because let's be honest, some of the fights in a manga are very short. Maharaga fight was very short, right? So you can have all those panels and at the same time add more to them. So I don't think you should beat for beat, but I think you should respect the schmear. You should respect the schmear. My opinion. Bite me for it. Cool. And my last JJK topic, because I've got other topics to talk about, right? I think I've got three more, right? Last JJK topic is JJK one of the weakest shonen verses in anime? I think it might be outside of Hunter x Hunter. We got Hunter x Hunter. We think Black Clover. Yeah, Black Clover guys will dog most of like they mid diff to low diff most of JJK characters, special grades even. That's for Black Clover. Yeah, I think the best thing to do is not compare because JJK characters like do not bear well against anyone in any other verse. Like they're barely supersonic. Let's be real. Let's be real. But Deborah, I'm not talking about Modulo, bro. Get that clown out of here, bro. Deborah this, Deborah that. Oh, he's got horns. He's an alien. He can kiss my cock, bro. Okay, cool. This next topic is gonna be a bit of a funny one. Barbara, Robin. Hear me out on this one. If your barber ain't rubbing cocky pon your shoulder when you're getting a haircut, then he's not doing it right, is he? I haven't got a haircut, so before you say, hey, is that what your barber did? Your hair's not done. My hair hasn't been cut yet. All I'm saying is, you have to sacrifice something to get a good haircut. Whether it's your barber being yappy, whether it's him saying illegal shit, or whether you got a bit of sausage on your shoulder, on the side of your forehead, while you're getting a trim. You, you just gotta sacrifice something. I do. I would maybe. That's not for me to decide. That's for you to decide in the comments. Anyway, just wanted to put that out there. Hilarious. Cats and dogs. What's your guys' opinion on which ones are better pets? Because I know this is a thing that's been going on forever. In like just like since cats and dogs were pets. I'm a cat guy. I've got a cat that doesn't live with me because she's a bitch. But no, it's because I can't have cats here. That's why. But she's adorable. But fuck me, I think cats are better than dogs. Honestly, and dogs are cool, but them motherfuckers loud and they stink and no. I was about to say not all of them stink, but then I'm like, bro, ever smell a wet dog? Imagine your dog comes in the room and goes, and that's it. Your whole room just stink of dog. Okay. People who have dogs most of the time don't know that their house smells of dogs because you got nose blind, and now it's like, oh. And I bet there's someone in the comments going to be like, oh my god, but cats have a smell too. I know when someone owns a cat. Meemaw, meemaw. Shut up. Just shut up. Like, you know they don't smell the same. Fight me for it, I guess. Once I get big enough as a podcaster, influencer boxing, I will never participate in influencer boxing, by the way. I mean, if the money's right, I mean, I will, but I mean, you know, I'd get knocked out for a decent amount of money. You said 100K to get knocked out? Nah, what do you mean? No, yeah. Why I'm supposed to say nah like I got 100K on me, yeah. 50K, I get knocked out. Shush. I think I have one more topic to go over. Let me just double check. That's Sasa's topic. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. I think I covered everything. Damn. I sped through that. Why'd I speed through that? But yeah, guys, thank you for joining. Short podcast. Podcast might be give or take 30 minutes here and there, right? Because I'm trying to collate. I think that's the word for it. I'm trying to like get topics during the week and whatnot. Also, I'm gonna plug myself below because I do gaming on my own channel. So why shouldn't I plug myself? And I'm gonna be doing that once a week. So this video will be uploaded today on Friday. It's a short video, so there you go. It's a short little us here and there. So you know, guys, let me know what you think in the comments, what you want me to watch, talk about, mention, your opinions on what I should watch in terms of anime. Let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, comment if you feel obliged to do so. That'd be very grateful. Trying to hit 50 subscribers and then 100 subscribers, and then we just go from there. We just keep the ball rolling. Thank you guys for keeping, like, you know, keeping here with the podcast. It's kind of nice. And yeah, I'm gonna look about getting some guests here and there, you know, guests like probably siblings, cousins, or friends or some shit. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.